various parts of the world. Wars, conflicts, religious conflicts, genocides, like we had in Rwanda, and so on. We have an enrichment of the northern countries and the impoverishment of the southern countries. We don't forget this historical crisis of brotherhood that Africa has been and continues to be particularly victim: slavery, colonization, neocolonization. In our African countries, the crisis of brotherhood is evident through the enrichment of the social elites at the exclusion of the lower classes. Fratricidal wars, interreligious conflicts, corruption, and the struggle of thousands of children to have access to a quality of education, and so on. Young Africans who, risking their lives, walking through the desert routes and across the Mediterranean here. Discriminations suffered by racial and other minorities around the world. Brotherhood, even in the church, the perspective of tribalism. Those are the crises related to linked to the brotherhood. The second one, which I would like to share with you, is political and economic crisis. In Africa, as in Europe, politicians are courted, are even corrupted by multinationals. The world's wealthiest individuals and even other states. Nowadays, we know people are ready to take money, some African governments, and to chase the whole village. To chase the whole village. People are ready to get money from people from Europe, from America, and to introduce wars in Africa. And in Europe, we have this return of populism and fascism in many countries. Also, those reflect the political crisis rooted in the crisis of brotherhood. In Africa, as I said, we have this tribalism. The last type of crisis is ecological one. Since, as you know, the encyclical Laudato Si, Pope Francis has highlighted the importance of taking care of our common home. This ecological crisis is also intergenerational one. As you know, in African values, African tradition, when you are a father, you think about your child, your son, your daughter, but you think also about their and other generations. We are not as African tradition in this culture of individualism. In Africa, we see that there is desertification, villages are being destroyed, rivers are polluted, and so on. We are where all rubbish from Europe they are now a store. We are a store of rubbish from Europe. Old cars and so on. Now, the following one, this is my last reflection I would like to share with you. The following one, please. Thank you. In this context, African church, since 80 years, are reflecting about how to renew our Catholic education in order to bring response in Africa. And we have been gathered in many countries. For instance, in 2021, we were in Cameroon. And in 2022, in the presence of Your Lordship, Bishop Moses, representing Nigerian Church, we decided to elaborate African Education Pact. This means that Africa is ready to develop its education. And you know, we have many reasons. The first one, the church in Africa is located on the youngest continent in the world. We have many young people. In that case, education is an obligation for us. These young people is the future of the church.